Oh, hello! Welcome back. This is Strider with another episode bringing you the latest and greatest tips and tricks of Pokemon Masters X. This episode, we are continuing our complete free-to-play walkthrough of Champion Stadium Season 5. If you've been following along, we have already tackled Bruno, Lorelei, and Agatha. So if you're struggling with any of those, make sure to go and check those videos out. We are coming down the home stretch now. We have one more round before we have to face Blue, which means we get 6 more story characters, gridless, no gear, to see if we can complete this. So obviously we're on round 4. We're going to use special attacks against enemies with lower special defense, and that means we're going against Lance. Everybody has their own personal one that they hate the most, that they struggle with the most. I'd say if you're trying to do like minimal free-to-play characters, Lance is very difficult, especially when he is weak to Steel, that Aerodactyl, and his crit buffs, and his defense up. Those are annoying. So we are going to see if we can use units. We do have Iris, but Iris is a physical dragon attacker. She will still do a good job, but she's going to be going up against a wall when it comes to Lance. So I thought today we'd go with... it doesn't matter because Lance is weak to Steel. Just take that comment back. We want a special striker, so we have a few choices, but we're going to go with this team. And we have our ace in the hole, Skyla. Obviously, Skyla is invested in. She's probably the best support that's free to play by a mile. So if the first 3-star that you invest in and you upgrade should definitely be her, without a doubt. And I think she's won the free to play X poll that they had on Twitter. So she's going to be getting even more utility after that. People are in love with Skyla. The reason we're having Skyla on here is because we need to tank a lot of heavy defensive moves, and so her Take Flight is going to boost our defense. That's one element. Another thing is that we're using our main striker is Clair. I decided to go with Clair because she's special oriented and she has that massive Draco Meteor move, which hopefully we get good luck with accuracy. But her speed is mediocre. But spamming a 3-bar move, you don't want to have to wait for a gauge. So we're going to be able to increase our speed at least 4 stages, and that should help. Plus Skyla only has a 1-bar spam, which is always nice. And she cannot lower her speed, which I think some of the moves on this stage does lower your speed. Rock Tomb, if I recall correctly. Now, a couple things you should know about the team comp that I'm running here. Rosa X, she is max investment because they basically gave it to us for free. So if you just spend a couple weeks playing this game, you can get Rosa up to 20 out of 20. She doesn't matter about her special defense. Claire can boost her own special attack, but her Draco Meteor lowers it. So she raises it 2 stages, and then she lowers it 2 stages. Victory is Mine will bring it back up, but there's a way to combat that, and that is by getting Dauntless as a lucky skill. So two things of note about my team comp, other than having the investment, is that Claire has a lucky skill, Dauntless, which helps her utility greatly. So if you can roll that lucky skill, that is from the crunchy cookies, I believe, the blue ones. You want to get that from a gold blue cookie, 3-star ones. That would help. And I ended up rolling Vigilance on Skyla too, which is going to be helpful for this stage, particularly because those crit moves are going to be a pain. If you get hit by a crit Iron Head, you're gone. 1 hit. I don't care who you are. Rosa also has Vigilance. I didn't know that I got a roller lucky skill on her, so I guess she'll act as a backup tank. She has high defense now and high HP. So maybe I should make her the main tank anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so her defense is a little bit higher than Skyla's. You can check the stats here on this page, and her HP is also higher than Skyla's. So, and since she has Vigilance, and since she's not weak to rock, that's another problem with not using Skyla on this stage. Skyla will fold to a rock sink. So yeah, we're definitely using Rosa as the main tank. Hopefully Skyla works. I forgot about weaknesses. I'm not using my own words. All right, so this is the team we're going with. Again, we're just going to spam down the sides. We should be able to survive 2 sinks with Claire's defenses. She's actually pretty bulky for a 4-star, and we'll see. We're just going to go and try it out. All right, buff, light, right, left. Skyla, Rosa will also help with gauge when we're down struggling, because she has to use a 2-bar gauge to keep the sync countdown moving. So let's see how I want to do this. Yeah. Let's just go. Skyla definitely needs to get her buffs in first. I think Rosa and Claire can juggle their buffs and gauge to see how that's going to go. In fact, I might use Rosa to try to lower special defense. Here we come! First. Oh, I'm not using my own advice again. See how that was? I struggled because the moves, the trainer moves I want to use on both these enemies are on the inside. So I might have to switch Skyla and Rosa in the setup here. Let's do that now. This is why you should plan things before you just start recording. So now that we switched, they're on the other sides, but now Skyla is still the main tank. It's for some reason when you switch the position, it doesn't switch the aggro, so you'll have to come and remember to come in here and do that because you don't want Skyla getting popped to any of the rock moves. Alright, let's roll this again. Yeah, Lance is my nightmare. That's why I decided to pull out the ace in the hole Skyla. Hopefully her potions will help.
Leave it to me.
Alright. Again, if you don't have Dauntless, you might want to wait to save those crit boosts. The victory is mine. To juggle. It's just, if you're newer, you might not kind of be able to switch between them as well, so it might be easier just to get Dauntless. Alright. And let's get another special thing. Probably should save it for you. Doesn't really matter who we sync with. I wouldn't sync with Skyla just because she's a physical thing, and we want to use special moves, right? So we might as well just go down this side here. That's another reason Skyla would be good.
Now.
It's a trade-off. Everything's a trade-off. Oh man, Draco Meteor, I hate you.
Come on. You can do it.
Might be time for the first time to shine. Time to energize. Yeah, that accuracy.
Allow me.
This game is not friendly to accuracy and evasion for your team, but everything seems to go in the favor of the enemy. Alright, good. Let's go this way.
Allow me.
Another miss.
You can do it. Yeah.
For a potion.
Leave it to me. Come on.
Yeah, this stage is going to require, this team, I should say, is going to require a lot of patience. And if you get good luck with the Draco Meteors. Actually, what I'm going to do right now to make sure I get this spam in is try to get a sneaky paralyze off.
Go.
I need to get another. Good thing she's thinking. Need to get another potion in before they hit us. Oh, that was lucky.
Allow me. Now's my chance. I've got it. Go. Go.
One reason you might want to sync with
Here we go.
Clair actually is to get the crit if you're lucky,
Take this.
but
Go.
that's a big if. I'd rather keep Clair with the gauge. See if anybody's gonna go down to this sync. Ooh. That's game over. Alright, we learn something new every day. In order to finish this. Especially with that Iron Head coming in. Oh, alright, well that's good. If we didn't miss a couple of them, we might be in a better position.
I don't believe it.
So let's try just to get in. It looks like we have to take down Lance before his second sync as well. It looks like that's a general theme. If you can't get rid of the enemy before the second sync, you're going to be in trouble. Alright, we're going to run this one more time, and then if we don't do well, I'm going to just come back when we got the recording.
Leave it to me.
Special defense. Oh, that's why you need that crit to go through that.
Never give up. Allow me. I've got this. You can do it. Never give up. I got this.
We're going to take down the golem first, because if I remember correctly, he spams Earthquake if you kill the Pterodactyl. So let's hope that this 90% move does not miss.
I got this. Do your best. Take this.
And let's hope for good crits, because they have raised their special defense. There we go, perfect.
I got this. Come on. Yeah. Now.
No crit there, 80% chance.
Here we go. Ready. Allow me. Take this. Go.
Alright. Time to go down the middle.
Now's my chance.
So far, so good. Get those crits in. Get those crits in. Let's get lucky with lowering energy. When you see you have 3 countdowns left and you have 3 moves queued, just wait. You need to make sure you are maximizing your sync, countdown, and gauge maintenance. So you might have to wait with the full bar, but as soon as you got your sync lined up, then use those other moves. Look good, alright, so let's see. The flinch will be gone after that. Let's try to get another energizing. Alright, we need a potion. Yeah, baby, come on, Clair.
Come on! How's my chance?
There's Iron Head spam!
I've got it!
Alright, we're out of potions, we're out of energizers, so we need these crits. It's a race against the clock.
Here we go!
Oh, thank God it's not an Iron Head. Oh. Oh, yes, because we didn't get the Q. No! That was not good. Alright. Okay, good. Looks like we might lose.
Now!
We're gonna have to sync with, what's her face?
Come on!
There goes Rosa.
No!
Thanks for being such a great tank, Rosa. Let's see if we can get this in before the sync move pops up. Don't miss. Don't miss. Perfect. I don't know who's gonna go first yet. Okay, guess right. So go right first, and then go left.
I let my guard down. Take this!
I just need Skylar to tank maybe 1 or 2 of these. Looks like 1 more. Yes, perfect. The reason you saw he was going to use Earthquake, but this one only uses Iron Head. If we don't miss, this is a good game.
Really good fight.
Yes, thank you. Alright, didn't matter.
So uncool.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Wi-Fi waifu team.
the only possible outcome.
Wi-Fi waifu. Alright. Nice. Alright, well, I hope I calculated it right, because we don't have any potion supports or healing for the last round, so it's going to be just a slugfest. But let's take a look at alright, we'll talk about blue in a second. Let's take a look at who you should use against this team if you have other units. Alright, so go to sync pairs, sync grid. You can see that Clair does not have any sync grid. She does have that Dauntless, so yeah, get that on Clair. You can get lucky skills and cookies by doing Battle Villa and completing it, trying to do all the stages. So Battle Villa reset today. Maybe spend some time trying to get farther in Battle Villa to get some scrolls and some cookies. Where is... Oh, she's a support, that's why she's not on there. Skylar, there you are. Skylar, the MVP. Lucky skill Vigilance. I'm sure that came in handy, as well as the lucky skill Vigilance on Rosa. Sorry, I can't undo lucky skills, but I think in this case they definitely came in handy. Right. So that stage is really annoying. Your main tank, you basically want to have Vigilance. Anyone that can buff their own defense, or even if, you know, not. Vigilance is probably the best choice for your main tank, and Critical Strike 2 is most likely the main choice for your striker, because you want to be buffing their crit. If they can't buff their own crit, you want to bring a crit buffer like Torchic or Phoebe or Sabrina. So for this team, for this stage in general, the obvious choice is to use OG Steven if you have him. There he is. He can do really good damage with his Iron Head, and he has a good chance to flinch. If you have any of these units gridded, then by all means grid them so that you can have gauge maintenance, you can have speed, you can get the extra damage, the increased aggravation, stuff like that. So Galio, if you're around for him, then he is also a really good one for this one. I don't know, there he is. He does pretty good damage, even though his Sunsteel is physical. It's still the way to go because it just tears through everything. He's got a problem with gauge though. He's not particularly slow, but that 3-bar spam, it just seems to take forever. So you're gonna have to kind of use his buff wisely. There you go, you can max out your own attack if you don't have an attack buff, but you might want to pair him with somebody like Phoebe, who can max out his attack and his crit anyway, and then you can save gauge instead of using his TMs. But mostly you want to go with special strikers. So who would your special strikers be? Clair, like I just used there. Not Lasmine, because she would probably go down in like a one hit. Her defenses are sorely lacking. If you have Karen, which she tends to come up a lot, and you have her gridded, then you can do some like what's it called, foul play, dirty fighting, and she's one of the best special attackers, especially after she goes mega and gets that dark pulse spam, and she would just tear through that team like paper. So yeah, maybe Ethan in the sun, but if you have Ethan, you might want to save him for red, for blue, because blue is fire weak this stage. Oh, this is a good team that I like to use. Let me show you this one. This team can be used pretty much on anything that's weak to special attacks, and that is the flying trio. Use Winona, not Kahili, Winona, Skyla, and Blue. That team would just tear through that. Blue has the Hurricane when he goes mega, but it's like a 70% accuracy. You can buff your accuracy 2 stages to make it 90%, but here's the thing about Hurricane is that it never misses when it's rainy. So if you bring Winona, she can set the rain, and also you have the type skills that you get the buff with Winona with. And again, Winona can boost her own speed and defense. That's kind of overlapping with Skyla, so maybe you can save for air/spam to make sure you're using the gauge and not just sitting there with full gauge, right? And then when if you just need to waste gauge and turn over the sync countdown, then just waste her TMs. I would save the rain dance until after you sync first, after you mega. Just save the rain dance. Do air slash, try to flinch them with that moderate chance, and then that's it. Yeah, so that's a really good team actually. The 3 flying types right there if you have them. Alright, that's it for today. In our next episode, we're going to wrap this season of Champion Stadium up with the complete free-to-play walkthrough as we take down Blue. Hope to see you there. Bye.